their first perfect week in summer. Let's head over to the analyst desk.
Thanks so much, guys. We are joined here by both Vander and Jankos. As said, your very first 2-0 week this split. And Jankos, of course, we saw the quite emotional feature from you coming out before this game. What does it mean to you to have that perfect week?
I mean, so after we changed few players, I really believed in the lineup, and this is the first week that we have been like 2-0 from the last split event, I think. So yeah, I'm super happy about this. It's like so different, you know, because usually like we were 1-1 and that was the best case scenario, and then we had this hard weeks where we have been ending up like 0-2, like last week against like not the best teams, right? But yeah, this week is super good for us.
Yeah,
happy.
The game did start off pretty well for you guys because you got a first block against your opponent, Kiki's there. Was that something you were looking at for the start of the game, or was that just because you noticed like all your lanes were pretty much pushing, but you skipped the blue buff, if I recall correctly? Was that something you did knowing that Kiki's going to take that same path, or was that just in the spur of the moment?
I mean, basically, Janna spotted him starting at blue buff, so I knew that he will try to gank top early on or mid. So basically, I just waited for him, and I saw him on red buff because of the tremor sense. So I just waited. He face checked the wrong brush, and he's dead.
Easy game, easy life.
Was that well? But outside from that first blood, though, the Unicorns of Love are putting a lot of pressure on you guys early. What do you think went wrong after that first blood, Vander?
So like we are pushing bot, but Jinx is kind of good against Sivir because due to the rockets and just Q, she can outpush easily. Then we tried to do something around top, but it didn't really work out. Like we had vision bot, so yeah, we tried to do something, but we couldn't really find the right place, I guess.
Yeah, it took you guys a while, but then eventually you had that one fight that worked into your favor, and then yeah, we have the replay of that actually, so we can get that on your screen. And just that was the one opening you guys needed. You guys got 4 kills, a Baron buff, and a mid tower, and just tell us what happens. We can roll the clip right here immediately.
Yeah, so you can see that Echo is pushing bot, so he has TP pressure instead of the Maokai. We see Kiki is going too far, so we decided to engage on him. And when he failed the flash and everything kinda, just we had nice chase, right?
And we also see how balanced this eco right here.
Yeah, one shot.
Yeah, strong champion. So we saw Steve on that Echo. So that was more of a split push champion right now, as he continues to do a whole lot of damage there.
So we got 4 kills and then we just went to Nashor. Yeah.
We kinda knew we can chase them, so it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
We found the opening and we just went for it, and it worked last.
Do you think? Did you guys pick Steve on Echo because it seems so far to me at least that split push seems good against UOL, or is that just a style that you guys like playing as well?
I mean, we played last week like Fizz, for example. They banned this game, so we tried to split push with Steve lately, and we just tried to get him ahead a bit, split push with him. So Echo works for this, and it's just a really strong champion overall.
Yeah, and well, just talking about Steve's performance in general, in the beginning, of course, he was getting camped a lot and maybe having a pretty hard time. How have you guys kind of worked with him? Because he seems to be exuding a whole lot of confidence, as we see Yamato there talking to Steve as well.
Well, I guess we just tried to play some duo queue with Steve lately to like make our synergy better, and we just try to 2v2 people, and it's so easy.
Well, it certainly seems to be going better as well for him. Vander, we were talking a bit or looking a bit at your stats, and you are the most impressive warder in the league, almost when it comes to supports. But Crepo was wondering,
vision is important.
Yeah, vision is important, but actively warding. But maybe can you sometimes overward and not do it efficient enough? Or how do you think, or why do you think it is that you're so high in the stats?
I mean, kind of in every game I feel we played, like I was the first support to base and then deep ward enemy side of the map I'm at, so it's good, I think. So like early game, you just base faster and try to deep ward enemy side. If you manage to do it, you can like continually doing it, because if you see enemy jungler is not there, then he's probably on the other side of the jungle, so like you can refresh those wards then, right?
Yeah, that is actually true, because Vander is the support with the earliest side stone in the whole league. On average, my stats guy just whispered in my ear, so definitely, yeah, vision works.
A little bit of help in your ear there. The final question for you guys. Obviously, it's the million-dollar question, because I don't want to put you guys on the spot to say where you will end up, but where do you rank yourself as a team right now?
Well, above UL, I guess.
I think it's a hard question. We had some pretty good games against Fnatic, against UL before, against Origin. Then we had like pretty bad games against SK and Elements. Like this last week we were kind of lost, I feel. But then we like thought through everything we did wrong, like picks and bans, and for this week we prepared much better. We had better ideas, so I think it's a lot comes down like week to week, except Fnatic because they always win.
Well, that's definitely the trend here in the European LCS, though. 2-0 for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Fantastic
Thank you.
to see you guys. Well, doing so well in this week, and we need to take a quick break, but when we return, the Copenhagen Wolves will take on Origin. The European LCS continues right after this.
Always again, let's go party.
Let's go.
You don't know other songs.
Come on,
not
Barbie,
Eye of the
let's go
Tiger,
party.
not Barbie. Let's go party.
Oh yeah.
And then you're in
At
mic check.
some point in my life, I knew this song. Most of it.
Steve is going to phase dive onto Power of Evil. One of the damage threats is down, and now VODS is left without any peel or protection.
I don't see Gragas.
I'm tipping behind.
Kill Gragas.
Tipping behind.
Yeah. Just flash.
I will catch Jinx.
Yeah, go Jinx.
I kill her.
Oh, Varus. I help. Is that?
Okay, go.
Nice. I'm stunned. I'm stunned for now.
5 combo.
Okay, coming for Exile.
IQ.
It's up.
Steve dives onto Power of Evil. Power of Evil had his flash but needed to run away. That petrifying gaze still not used. ROCCAT will pick up their first undefeated week in summer